Heyo everybody, Haku here with a Tower of God discussion, just something quick. I want to talk about the 10 family head symbols because it's something that we've gotten more information about in the past couple chapters. In addition to that, I want to also talk about a theory that's going on with Traumerei's, animals, his beasts, his Shinheuh. I'll talk about that after I do this. But yeah, we have actually got pretty much confirmed. I think it's our third confirmed sort of family head symbol. So we have three that are confirmed, three that I am pretty solidly locked in on, and the other four are ones that we have to guess at, and I'll give my predictions here. But first, I do want to talk about the ones that we actually have confirmed to us. The first of the family head symbols that we ever had confirmed to us was Kuhn's all the way back in season 1. Back in season 1, there's multiple panels where you can see it on his hair tie thingy. There's one here you can see. It just has sort of the sword with the blue and the black and the little bit of writing below it. Like, it's not exact, but it's like the sword, the writing, the blue and black. It's there. We have a second one here. Again, same. That's what's going on. It's if we're numbering these 1 to 5 at the top and 6 to 10 at the bottom, it's number 2, like with the black and the blue, the sword with the writing below it. So Kuhn's was confirmed all the way back then, and then the most second most recently confirmed one was Lopobia's. We can see it in the room that Leviathan was held in. We can see it in a bunch of the ships and everything. You can see it right there at the top of the throne room. It's this 7th symbol. So we know the Lopobias, we know the Kuhn's for sure. And just recently, as of the official release the chapter before last, we got to see the Popodows for the first time. And I'll be real with you, if you were to ask me to predict the Popodows, I would have said the one that's the 5th one, the 2 blue circles, or the green one, the 6th one, with the hand and the circles. I would have thought it was one of those, so I would have actually not predicted this one whatsoever. On this guy's floating chair thing, this Popodow guy's floating chair thing, we see the stripes. We see these purple and gold, purple and orange stripes. So yeah, not what I would have predicted. What does it symbolize? Heck, what do any of them symbolize? I don't know. I guess it's a stack of books, maybe. That would be my best guess. But then again, why is the Kuhn one a blue circle thing with a black thing coming off of it with a sword and writing? Kuhn Edwan isn't exactly known for swords. So, what do any of them really represent? Which is why some of them might actually be more difficult to guess or predict than I think one would expect. But also, for those people who are really eagle-eyed out there, people found that we had actually seen this symbol before in Reflejo's backstory. In Reflejo's backstory, he looked at this girl, Miss Yulia, who was going to become a princess of Zahard, and so, they killed his family and sewed his eyes shut, which is insane. Bit of an overreaction, one would think. But one of the guards here who did all of that, you can see right there on his chest, it's covered a bit more by the panels in the, or by the, text bubbles in the English translation, or the official English translation, but you can see in the scans when it's less covered up because they're just using the Korean text bubbles that, yeah, it's pretty noticeable. It is that same symbol all the way back then, all the way during Workshop Battle. So I guess that was also the Popodow family, which is kind of interesting given what we know about the Popodow family and their relationship with the princess system at this point in the series, how they haven't really had any other princesses that they've allowed since what happened to Eurasia N. We have the whole tiara stuff that we know about now. So yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. I would not have predicted that for Popodow. But if you do want to know my predictions for what the rest of them are, the 3 that I'm pretty solidly set on, the first one should probably be REA's, right? It's like a big sword with stars or dots going down the side of it. That really should be REA's, one would think. It's a big white sword. But then again, like I said, who knows? This could be more difficult to predict than we think. The 4th one, I think, is Yeon's because it looks like the flower of Zygana, and we know that the flower of Zygana is one of the symbols of the Yeon family. And the 9th one, I would predict, is the Ha family because some people have said it's a fish or looks like a fish. I don't really necessarily fully see it. Or I think like if I do see it, it's like it's a bit of a stretch. But the reason I say the Ha family is because it totally looks like Yuri's color scheme from season one. It just fits Yuri's color scheme exactly. And basically all of the Ha family members we've seen have had like red eyes, black hair. A lot of them have worn white, so it's like it just really fits their color scheme. But then again, red doesn't really fit the Lopobia color scheme at all, but they have the red one. So who knows? Who really knows at this point? The more difficult ones would be the 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 10th. I personally would say that the 3rd is Eurasia's because it has flowers on it, Eurasia Blossom. Again, CU's just throwing curveballs at this point, so who knows? The 2 blue ones, I personally think that that is REA or Ari's. Sorry, almost said REA's. I think that's Ari's. We've seen that symbol on like the 20th floor. It's everywhere. The 20th floor uniforms that you'll love, and Augustus wear. And Augustus's like techniques kind of remind me of special needle techniques. So I don't know. I don't know if he's related to the family whatsoever, but I would just guess Ari's for that one. I'm going to say Hendo Lock for the 6th one, the arm and the circles, just because I think maybe it's supposed to represent a hand and a shield because Blood Matter was the team's defender. So maybe it's supposed to represent a hand and a shield, and that's why it's Endolocks. And then the last one, a lot of people say RE for that one because the big white sword is REA, and that's like a smaller one, or it's a needle, but that's not actually what I see when I look at that. I see a horizon, and I'm thinking maybe Traumerei because of that. To me, it looks like that's like a horizon line. The little squiggles below it are waves, like maybe looking out onto a beach. And there's a big black orb in the sky. Maybe that's like a black sun. Maybe that's the god's eye of the Traumerei. Again, who knows? Because Lopobia and Popodal symbols are so confusing and not straightforward. And they're 2 of the only 3 that we have confirmed for sure. So at this point, who knows what, if any, symbolism there is to these. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the family symbols. And I wanted to talk to you about a theory that I've been seeing regarding Traumerei's animals. So let me throw up some pictures for that too. When it comes to Traumerei's animals, I've been seeing a theory going around that they could be based off of the 7 deadly sins, and I think partially right. I think you are partially right about that. So the thing with it is that I think some of them fit this scheme, and I think the ones that do are really specific. We have seen 3 so far with this Omega symbol. We see it in the center. It's kind of hard to see with the Enraged Rapid. Let me try to zoom that in further for you somehow. Like, you kind of see it there with the Enraged Rapid. You see it in the eye of the Arrogant Kraken, and you see it on Lazy Elgore's forehead. We have that same symbol on the 3 of them, and those 3 just so happen to share the same naming system. We have the Lazy Elgore, lazy being a synonym for sloth. We have the Arrogant Kraken, synonymous with pride, and we have the Enraged Rapid for wrath. So I kind of like that. I like the naming scheme. I like that it doesn't hit you over the head. It's like, I like that they don't literally call them pride and sloth and wrath. That they use synonyms, that we have the Enraged Rapid, the Arrogant Kraken, and the Lazy Elgore. And also, like I said, the 3 of them have that symbol. I don't remember seeing that symbol on the, I don't remember seeing it on Cobalt, and Cobalt has a different naming scheme. I don't remember seeing it on Harpe. Harpe also has a different naming scheme. So yeah, that, I guess there's really not much to say about it. I just wanted to bring that up. I've seen some real stretches trying to connect the other ones we've seen, like Vanquish and all of that, to, was that its name? The Poison Dragon Vanquish? Trying to connect them to this sort of 7 deadly sin scheme, and I'm not gonna shit on anybody else's ideas. Maybe I'm just saying that I think there's probably 4 more, and those 4 more probably will also have the symbol and probably will also have really straightforward naming systems that follow the trend. But yeah, either way, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Just a quick discussion on these things. I wanted to bring it up, and it's usually the kind of thing that I'd throw in like the intro of a reaction, but I wanted to give it its own time. I wanted to talk about it on its own. Oh wow, my face is all is all stretched to the side because of the other scene. But yeah, either way, thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this discussion, what you think about these topics. Either way, we can talk more in the comments. That's basically what I'm getting at. So yeah, if you want to, just put whatever your thoughts are down in the comments. In addition to that, we can talk on Twitter or on Discord if you want. The Discord server is free and open for anyone. All you got to do is ask and I give you a link. If you want to help support the channel, help me keep making videos, all you have to do is, drop a super thanks down below if you want to, or if you want to be on this end card, if you want to shout out at the end of every video, just go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description, or hit join down below to become a channel member. Huge thank you to the people who are already members and patrons. Thank you to Chosen Regular Evan Holly. Thank you to Magical Girls, FR Nono and Smeller Dog. Thank you to Cherryton Student, David Langstaff. Thank you to Slayer Candidate, SG. And thank you to Pure Element, Pate Ardealo. Huge thank you to all of them for their support. And huge thank you to all of you for watching. Video's a bit of a mess. Again, I went into it without any planning, really. So yeah, either way, just wanted to talk about all this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.